Today, YouTube, just wanted to show you that no liar here, stock bottom, not a 2.0 bottom, but it's stock bottom with 1/8 rods. Just wanted to show you. $115,000 miles with 1/8 rods and pistons. I put those in there a couple years ago, but wasn't sleeved or nothing like that. I honed it out myself. Didn't even take the block out of the car. Just took the head off. Undid the rods and everything underneath here. Pulled the pistons out of the top. Smacked the new ones. Bored it. Honed it. Smacked them back down in, and this is what we got. I know some of you probably thought, man, with him running all that nitrous, he's got to be lying about stock bottom, but as you can see, the part of rods, everything looks good too. And show you what compression's like in this thing. Even you hear it? Good bottom. No play. Hard for you guys to see, obviously, because I'm in the way, but no play. I mean, you got your little bit of normal play. Your normal. Everything's normal. Always got to clean the rest of this gasket off, and we'll get this pan put on for you guys. Like and subscribe. Well, there's one reason why I'm waiting to put the feed line or the drain line on and put the turbo on, because this is a good bit different than the one we have on the turbo, which I'll show you here in a little bit. There's the new intercooler we got coming. I figured I'd show you guys what I've been talking about the whole time. I don't know why I never showed you guys before, but it should be here Monday. Right here's our air charge temp sensor. See how the GK threads in. So if you ever want to boost your Rd2 or Rd or launcher or whatever, or beta, if it's not I don't think the beta 2 has this either. I think it's just off the delta. See, it allows you to thread your intercooler piping, keeps that in there. That's likely to leak. There's some 4AN braided line we got coming too. I think it'll work for what we need it for. And then here's our exhaust 1/8 MPT fittings for the, because we're not gonna run an exhaust gas temp. We don't need that. Who gives a fuck? Well, there it is. It's on the car. I'm glad it's done and on there. I've been sick, so it took me longer than expected, but it's on there. It's got a little bit of a dip on this one up in there, but it's fine. What else was I gonna say? Oh, always run a Hyundai filter. I don't care what anybody says. You'll never have a quieter engine than a Hyundai filter. I'll show you guys tomorrow when I get to put it on. Especially with the Veda. Really only talking Veda here, but all Hondas should be running the OEM filter. But I'll show you tomorrow exactly why. And no other aftermarket oil company does their O-ring like Hyundai does it. Okay, another thing I wanted to show you. You guys see this block we had to put in here. What we need to do is really get this cut off and get a proper one welded in here, which we will do that. But not right now, we're not. Later in the winter when we can't drive the fucking thing or something. But we got another one of these coming, and it's going to drop it. It's probably this thick itself. So the turbo is probably going to come down 2 inches at least. So I think it was sitting about right in there before. So hopefully it'll clear on the transmission down in there. If not, I guess we'll use that one for now. The reason why I'm waiting on the other one, because it's much better. You can bolt here, and you actually have a nut at the top. Bolt here, and you actually have a nut at the top. And, or the drain. See what I'm saying? The line will be shorter for this, so I could do it with it longer. We did clock that up straight now. I'm not sure if you guys can even tell that, but I'm not picking it up. But yeah, it's straight now. 4AN braided hose should fit right on there perfectly. So we can come right up through here and come up around that without having to worry about it. You know, this is a 4AN hose here. So that might be 3. That's 4. 3 is right there. These littler ones right there. That's a 3. Like right there on them nitrous. And right there on like the purge solenoid. That's a 3. 4's right like there. So probably about 1/4 of an inch. That should work as a vac line. But yeah, I didn't put no oil in it tonight. I don't know. I run all kinds of different fucking oils. We will give the GTX Magnetech a little bit of a try. Who fucking knows? Can't remember what my brother runs in his RSX. The RSX that's on here is my brother's. It's got 480. I got videos of that. I actually made a playlist of stuff now. So if you guys want to look at the playlist, there's stuff like that in there. But I have to add to it. What's that belt look like it's rusting? Probably from all the rust dust. Should have those blocked off, but whatever, I guess. But yeah, we're just waiting on that shit. It all should be here Monday. Now you guys finally got to see what I was talking about with the intercooler. This will have to come off. Intercooler is much taller. Pretty sure it was. Maybe it wasn't. Either way, that's going to have to come off because I got to put a slim fan in here. I'll put that in the front. Run the slim fan up there. I could, got antifreeze now. We can do that. We're going to get different piping, but we got the GK so we can thread that in. That's that sensor I was showing you guys earlier. See on this one right here, you gotta have the bung, which I have in there. You push it in, but then it'll probably pop out with the pressure. So what we're gonna do is tap it and thread it in. Might have to take it somewhere and get it welded, get a plate welded on it to make extra threads. If we do that, we might as well just go ahead and replace and do that then. Take the time to do that. I got to measure that to see if I need a 3-inch down to a 2.5, or if I can get a 2.5 to squeeze on there. I doubt it. I don't know what that is. Probably bigger than 3. Yeah, it's about a 3-inch. So yeah, if I got to get a 3-inch to down Then what we'll have to do from there, come to there, then we're going to have to get something like this right here, weld it on the back of the pipe, because that's our air idle control. I don't think there's anything else. Not sure when we'll have it going. I'm not sick no more, so that's a good thing. So just waiting on parts. Gotta hook up the boost gauge and all that, but I want to get it outside so I can move around. And then I'll hook up all the vac lines, which don't take too long to do. I'm so ready to get this shit going. It's ridiculous. So all we gotta do is put some vacuum lines on. I got some black. Get rid of that crappy shit. Yeah, we just gotta hook up vacuum lines and throw the tune in it. Hopefully maybe this weekend, but don't hold me to it. Who knows what the hell may happen. I might have to work on other people's cars. Oh, not this weekend, next weekend. I'd say next weekend for sure, but who knows. I know I gotta work on my nephew's car that we went and got that I forgot to put picks up. I'll show you that. Because it has a little bit of a hesitation or miss or something. He said it's cutting out a little bit going up the mountain. So it needed a throttle body gasket, I know that. So it might be sucking in some air there, causing it. But I'd have to say it could be the dizzy. So we might have to check out the dizzy. Might be the cap on it even. Oh, man. It sucks you guys didn't get to really see that bald eagle. I was looking at the video, and the second time I seen it, I could see it somewhat, but you have a pretty big TV to see it. It was pretty cool though. Like I said, it was the first time I've ever seen one other than the fucking zoo. What else we wanna? We got this here. We're gonna paint that up. That's just aluminum. We'll paint that up too. Our pan must have been leaking a little bit, which was probably maybe burning our shit clutches out quicker. Burning our cheap stage Fords up. We're going to do the DSM clutch conversion, but of course we're going to wait till winter. Unless till after the snow flies, unless we burn this clutch up. We have another clutch in there, same one. Maybe we'll throw it right back in if that happens. At the same time, that'd be a good time to go ahead and slip in the DSM clutch conversion and just put that clutch into the RD, that cheap one. Pretty much after we get done with all this, the RD's got everything to boost it. And thought about throwing a supercharger on there because we still want to get an accent. Still want to get a GK. Might get a Delta. Not a fan of the Delta, but they don't sound bad. I don't know why Hyundai wasn't thinking why they didn't put it. Wouldn't have been badass if the Delta would actually have been a straight 6. Then you could have made some serious power with the Delta, but costs a lot of money to make some big power with the Delta. You can still make around 300 comfortably on the Delta. Bottom ends off a week in them. You can build them and everything. You know, and GM had the 700 bad boy, as they called it, on pump gas. So that was almost like $15,000 motor for 700 horsepower. These motors with power rods and Wisco or CP pistons, whatever piston you want. Plus you get a custom cut piston, custom piston if you want to, so you don't have to go with what the 9-5 I think is what they give us 8-8 I think 8-8 is Wisco and 8-7 is CP, but you can get them custom. Power rod's the best to go with this. They're good for a good 1,000 horse. So, but you're gonna have transmission issues right after 400 horsepower. Just These things are almost like a K. Transmission issues started around 400 and above. Brother's problem really started when he hit it 480. 2 transmissions in the K gone. Can't wait till he gets the K back, but hopefully next year we'll all have all of our cars going. Maybe my brother will finally get his B series going. Maybe my nephew will have a decent B. Guy I'm working on his RD. Maybe his will going out. Another buddy's buying a DSM. Gonna have my DSM going. Maybe we'll have a nice little crew next year to go out and about. I don't really drive much, but I will start driving again here once everything's done. The only reason I don't drive much is because I like to build my cars, and if they're not exactly the way I want them, I really don't want to be out in public unless I want to go racing, you know. I don't care what they look like. My shit is like what I call a rat tuner. I build rat tuners. I don't build show cars. Look, haggard shit. We'll straighten the nitrous up eventually. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't build show cars or nothing. I just build cars to make power. Know a few guys on my earlier videos probably don't even watch me anymore. They probably don't. Hard to tell. But I remember when I first started making videos with the direct port and 116 octane stock timing and all that good shit, which is right around 110. I always call it 100 shot, but it's about 110 shot because I'm pulling about 4 degrees on the fuel. So a little bit bigger gen in the nitrous. So it's more like a 110. But they were like, there's no way that little Hyundai can spray that with stock bottom end in it. And there's finally a video that shows stock bottom end. 1.8 rods and pistons, but they hold more. They lower the compression. That's why this car really went to the boost like it was built for. I'd much rather be on that team right there still. But it is what it is. Car will come back eventually to maybe where I want it, or it might be boost. I don't know, you know. To stay completely competitive where I want to make this car, I gotta kind of just give it everything I can. So, and nitrous and turbo are just fucking, they work so well together. You know, if we wanted to get retarded, we could throw the supercharger up on it, but we need a stand load for that. Get it tuned in right. But air ram's coming, and then I know guys have put air rams in and made 30, 40 horse with the air ram extra. So, to be honest with you, I don't know if with my supercharger, if I change the pulleys and everything, I can make some good power with it. But it would be such a spinning machine because you already got nitrous, so really no use for the extra torque out of the blower. So we'll just probably put the blower on the RD maybe. I don't know yet. Or the accent might turn into the anti-turbo accent. Get the accent, beta swap that, and oh man, I don't know what I would do with it. Either supercharge it, individual throttle bodies, about 175 shot of nitrous, maybe 200 shot of nitrous, more if I can hold it. Of course, built bottom end. Custom pistons, about a 12-to-1 ratio. That'd be cool. But you guys don't want to hear me ramble. We'll get this done as soon as the parts come. We'll start shooting some videos, and maybe we can get the subs up on the channel. That'd be pretty cool, right? But yeah, guys. Like, subscribe, share, enjoy. Power.